Hey, 24 hours after a child's loss in a tennis tournament will make or break their relationship with the game of tennis. And a lot of it has how the parents handle the 24 hours after a loss. And let me be crystal clear. In most sports, if not all, there's only one team that's going to win the tournament. Everybody else loses. So at some point in time throughout the course of a weekend at a tennis tournament, you're going to have to go home. You're going to have to get in the car. You're going to have to drive with your child back to home, and then you have to spend the next 24 hours with that child. So you can tremendously empower them to become their best and fall in love with the sport even after a loss. So how do you do that? Well, after the match, if the coach is there, allow the child to work with the coach or whatever that process looks like. You simply hug your child, win or lose. Hey, great job. Love to watch you play. That's it, right? Then once the child is finished with the coach, and if there's no coach and they want to just simply leave, then you get in the car, you get in, and promise me, you don't say anything for 10 minutes about the match. You're not the coach. You're not the person responsible for their footwork, their technical, their tactical, their decision-making, right? Allow them to start processing what's going on. You could talk about ice cream. You could talk about going out for dinner. You could talk about getting home and errands. That's fine, but not the match. Allow them to decompress in their own way, and when they're ready to talk to you, they will. You need to be their support system, because later on, what's going to happen as the matches, especially if they're young now, the matches are going to get tougher. The wins are going to get further and farther from each other because the competition is just tough, right? So they're going to need someone as a support system, and you're that support system, right? But if they think they're going to get in the car and get blasted about their footwork or their serve toss, they're not going to want to get in that car, and they're going to lose the passion for the game at some point in time. I can tell you that. I've lived through it both as a coach and a parent, so I know from experience. It's going to happen, right? So be very cautious of how you handle that first 10 minutes in the car. No tennis. Allow the child to decompress. Let them bring up topics they want to bring up. You can bring up happy thoughts. Let's go for dinner. Let's do this. Let's do that. Hey, we got to get home, take the dog for whatever, right? But no tennis, okay? So that's the car ride. Then you have the evening. You're going to get home. You're going to do whatever. Maybe you've spoken about tennis because the child's brought up with you, but you're not coaching. You're just listening. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? So you're just doing listening and just engaging with the child. That's it. In the evening, you may, however, ask a question. You know what I mean? Hey, what did you think about how you competed today? Or I like, personally, is always being able to stay on the positive side and say, hey, Charlie, Davis, Olivia, what's the one thing that you love today, that you really liked about your game today? And they're going to go, like most children, to the negative first. Some won't, because it's a little bit later on, but most still go to the negative, right? Oh, my serve sucked. You just keep pushing for that one positive answer, and then you want to leave the conversation, right? So if they say, I love the weather, great. Can't wait to play more tournaments in this type of weather. Whatever. You just stay positive and then let it go. Now it's left on a positive thought. Now they're going to go to bed at some point that evening, right? And they're going to get up the next morning. What does the next morning look like for you as a parent? Great answer. You just allow the child back into the normal routine. It's over. That loss is gone. I know for myself as a coach, what I may do is on Monday, if I have film, we may review it. We'll go over the technical, tactical, technical. If I was at the match, we'll review my notes. And I'll also have a practice plan designed for them for that week to work on what I saw that I wanted to work on, and also to improve upon the great stuff that they did during the tournaments, right? So it's over. Allow them to go back to the routine. So I'm Coach Sean. I run a SCORE community on a nice platform that allows parents to come in and really discuss how to become the best tennis parent, in my case, right, for my child. So you're not putting a delay in their development. Because unfortunately, sometimes, a lot of times, we delay our child's development, tennis development, because of our actions. And it's very simple if you just listen to the truths and the science not to do that, right? So I'm going to put a link in the bottom. Please join us. Join the group. Love to have you. I'm going to put a guide in there first so you can download the 5 common mistakes that parents make that delay the child's development by 12 months. So grab it. It's free. Push the button in the link and enjoy. Love to get your feedback on it as well. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Good luck in the tournaments. Have fun and enjoy every single minute you're on court. Bye now.